Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Stephanie. It is Thursday, March 7th. And it's another foggy morning. Sometimes we get foggy mornings like this, especially when it's getting closer to summertime. So I slept very good last night. For the past few nights, I've been sleeping very, very, very good. I've actually been going to bed earlier than usual. I'm actually in bed by 8:30, and when I begin my extra income, I'm going to have to budget my time really well between my kitty cats, my full-time job, and my part-time income. As I was saying, this Saturday is going to be my orientation. It's a 4-hour orientation, and it's going to be paid for, of course. I'm looking forward to it, and to be quite honest with you, I don't know how long I'm going to keep it. I don't know. So before I continue, I want to say thank you to all of my subscribers and to those people visiting my channel for the first time. I also want to extend my thanks to the new subscribers who have been with me less than a month or a couple of months old. I appreciate your subscription.
I'm not suggesting anything so complicated.
Call it off, let it go, all for nothing. I should have known. I made mistakes, crashed and burned, so many chances, no time to learn. I need to find another way to make things right. I won't be coming back again a second time.
So I'm going to stop at the gas station. I really need to do some grocery shopping. But I'm going to do that Friday, tomorrow. I'm only going to stop here to get a couple of things to bring to work so I can eat. Because when I came home last night, I was hungry. I ate up all my meatloaf. And I took out some chicken from the freezer. Of course, it's going to be too late to make chicken when I come home, so the chicken wasn't thawed out yet. It was very solid ice. But it's in my microwave. It's probably all thawed out by now, but I'll bake some tonight when I come home. At my full-time job, it has been very, very stressful. And there seems to be a disconnect with some members of management. You know the old saying, right? The more you give them, the more they want. It's never enough, guys. Never enough. Every time you make their plan, it keeps increasing. And most companies award their associates or employees bonuses. Well, to make bonus, they have different stages before you reach bonus. But it seems like they keep raising the bar every time. Every time. It gets exhausting. It gets exhausting. So in order for us to reach their goals or their plan, we have to keep contributing more, and we have to work harder. That gets exhausting. They keep raising or dangling the carrot. It gets old quick. We had a few people who walked out these past 2 weeks. In my department, we have what they call a loader. You must be familiar with that term if you shop at Lowe's. We have a loader, and there's usually two of them. One of them gave you 2 weeks notice about 3 weeks ago. Well, yesterday he went to lunch and never came back. So we're suspecting he just quit after giving his 2 weeks notice. I don't know. I'm going to find out for sure today. The other person that quit was also in our department, but not a pro. They're in lumber. They do customer service. They've been with the company for about 4 months. They just walked out, never came back. It's a grueling job working in the lumber department. My pro department is situated in the lumber department. So the other thing that's happening is I should be receiving, or I may need to pick it up. I may need to pick up my business cards. I should have it by next Monday. Next Monday, I'm going to go by the Office Depot to pick up my business cards, and I'm going to start making my rounds at some hardware stores. Not my store at all, but there are hardware stores here. I'm going to go to the Home Depot and put some cards, or give out some cards to customers. I know what areas to hang out in because I worked out in that field for many years. And there's always someone in the aisle of Home Depot or Lowe's that's buying a faucet or a water heater, and they don't want to pay their prices. They don't want to pay their prices. It's expensive. So I'm going to go to Home Depot and hand out my little business cards and see what happens. I'll do a word of mouth. Once that gets going, I may just quit the part-time gig. I don't know. The part-time gig is only temporary. It's such a heavy fog right now. I thought I missed the gas station. It's a big gas station. It's like a little mini mart. To go get some sandwiches and food to bring to work. I'm going to get a nice little cup of coffee and park somewhere and just sip it. I might take it to work with me and stay in the parking lot and just have my coffee and maybe a bagel or something like that. guys, I got some food. I got a nice hot cup of coffee. I have a bear claw, blueberry flavored. It's like a little pie. And I got 2 slices of pizza. And that's my lunch for work today. 2 slices of pizza. If I get hungry between now and lunch, I'll have a little bear claw snack. But I'm going to stop at the parking lot where I work and have my cup of coffee, take my time, because I'm a little bit early. I wanted to beat this traffic. It's not a bad traffic. Like I've been saying all along, it'll never be as bad as Sarasota and Bradenton where I used to live. But it's a small little town. It's rush hour, people to go to work right now. And I want to leave home early so I can have time to stop at the parking lot where I work and just sit there, chill out, have a cup of coffee, have my my biscuit, egg and bacon with coffee, and just relax and chill out. I'm going to have another busy day, guaranteed. I'm so happy tomorrow's Friday. It's been a very, very busy week. Very busy week. As you can see, it's still very, very cloudy, and it's getting thicker. It's getting thicker. There's always something mysterious about fog. If you throw in the right sound music, it would sound horrific. You can make it sound mysterious, look mysterious. You can give it any feeling or whatever it is with fog. I think one of the most mysterious association with fog is cemeteries. Everybody's watched the horror movies with werewolves and vampires, tombstones and coffins, right? But it doesn't make it complete without the fog and the creepy trees. sun is making it look weird, the fog and the sun and the trees. Because of the fog, it looks like midnight, and that's the moon. But we know that it's sun. Later when I get home and I'm editing all this, I'm going to try mixing these sceneries to blend into one another, to make it look spooky, to let you guys know what my thoughts are with the fog and the sun, the mixture, the trees, the mysteriousness of it all. So anyways, I've arrived at my job here and I'm sitting in my car. I got my cup of coffee and I got some sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit, and I'm gonna just chill out here, have my breakfast, and I'll see you guys in about 8 hours. I might be leaving early because I was here late last night. Talk to you guys soon. Alright guys, so I'm out of work and I gotta stop and do a little bit of groceries, so I'll have food tomorrow and also maybe this weekend. I'll probably just pick up a few things and I'll do some groceries on Saturday or Sunday, I don't know, but I have to get some food at least to bring to work tomorrow. So anyways, a lot has been going on here. A lot of show and tell on my job. So what's happened is at work and around my tasking and while trying to open new accounts, we have a system. We have a process that I have to follow through to open an account for customers. So we go in the computer and we have choices of business cards to choose from. When you click on the one that a customer wants or something that you're recommending, sometimes the application comes up on the computer and you have to fill it out. You got to put their social security numbers, you got to put their address, you got to put their date of birth, and yada yada yada, etc. That's the norm with credit card applications on our format, on our system. What's been happening lately was, for the past few weeks, when I have a customer who's interested in opening up an account, when I click on the card they want, it asks me for their email. I don't know why that's happening, but it's not supposed to happen. And on several occasions, I've told my managers this, and they've told me that it's my fault, that I'm doing something wrong. Boy, that just eats me right up. It eats me right up. But I'm smarter than that. I have 2 notebooks that I carry on my vest. One for signing people up with MVP awards, and the other one is a separate one that I use to sign up my credit cards. So anyways, my manager comes up to me today and he says to me, "How many credit cards did you get today?" I went like this: 0 for rewards and 0 for credit cards. Now, it doesn't mean that I'm not trying. What it means is there's a flaw that's lurking in the system, but it's happening, from what I understand, with just me, which I find it hard to believe. So today when he asked me what happened with the credit cards, and I told him, he told me flat out, well, I spoke with such and such, and she says that you're doing something wrong. It just eats me up when I've been checking my mailbox very closely to receive my income tax forms that's been prepared by my tax preparer, and I'm not looking forward to finding it. Every time I go to mailbox and I don't see nothing there, I feel ever so relieved, because I don't want to pay my taxes this year, but I have to. I hate tax season, guys. I hate tax season. And I'm wondering what's going to be affected, or what changes am I going to experience now that I've purchased a home. Am I going to get more taxes to pay? Am I going to get some kind of benefits or some perks? I withdrew a lot of money out of my savings and also out of my retirement to purchase my home, but like for example, in my 401k there was a feature in there that allows me to do that actually, and my retirement investors, they might have forwarded that to the IRS because I did pay in advance for the federal taxes, okay? And I also pay my penalties all up front. So I want to find out how that's going to benefit me by paying my federal taxes in advance. Because sometimes if you don't pay it in advance when you withdraw the money out of it, plus the penalties, you got to pay it when you file your taxes. So I'm hoping that there isn't a big increase on the taxes I got to pay. So I just arrived at the supermarket, and I'll be right back. I got done with my groceries, and I'm gonna go home, put the groceries away. I might stick that chicken I thawed back in the freezer again. It's stuck in my microwave, probably completely thawed out, but I'll put it back in the freezer and I'll take it out another time. I don't feel like cooking today. I had a long day, so you can imagine how it's going to be when I begin working my other side job for extra money to save. Yeah, I'm gonna have days where I don't feel like cooking. I was gonna stick all that chicken in the freezer, but I don't know. We'll see how I feel when I get home and put these groceries away. So yeah, I feel really good today after talking to my manager. Not because I proved to him that he was wrong, but because of my practices. What I do is I log every customer that I communicate with. Every customer that I sign up for MVPs and every customer that I sign up for my credit cards are logged in my notebook. Every one of them. And when I'm approached and I'm asked about how many credit cards that I open or how many MVPs I've gotten, I got the proof right there. So, I'm not trying to prove them wrong. And I'm not ashamed to admit when I'm wrong. Okay? If they discover that I made a mistake, I'm going to fess up to it. I'm going to fess up to it respectably. But when it's the opposite, when I'm being told that I'm the one making the mistake, then I'm going to prove them that I'm right. And I got the proof in my notebook. So either way, I'm going to handle it respectively and most professionally. So all in all, it was a positive conversation. I'm sure he's got great feedback, and I'm getting great feedback as well. And it's an eye-opener for everyone involved. So, and the big thing with me is I got to be prepared if thing goes either way. Like the other day, what happened was I mistakenly submitted information to a large account holder what our cost was. When we make an order for anything, we have to pay for the orders. There's a cost. There's what we paid for it, and then there's what we charge it to a customer. It's two different costs. What our costs are not supposed to be revealable to customers. But what I did this week was I accidentally forwarded an email that was meant only for a vendor to see. And I came clean on both ends. I contacted my customer via email and text, and I let him know that I accidentally sent him our cost to him of his purchases, and that was bad. Okay, so when I came in yesterday in the morning, I approached my manager and I said, look, you know, customer so-and-so, we made a $12,000 sale, but I mistakenly, inadvertently sent him email containing our cost, not his cost. And he's like, okay. And I apologized for it, right? You know what he told me? He told me, don't sweat it. He said, we always try to make customers happy. What you did, you made him happy. I know you sent him our cost. It's not good, but don't sweat it. Okay? Just let it go. And I did. Because before I approached him to let him know what I did, I was sweating it. I don't want to lose my job. It was a mistake. Okay? But what happened? What happened was I learned from the mistake. I learned from the mistake, and I'm going to move forward. Okay, so there you have it. I make mistakes. They make mistakes. If we can work as a team and help each other out, then we can decrease our mistakes.
Llegaste a mí como una luz de primavera, con aire puro que libera mi corazón. Llegaste libre y sincero. Lo que yo siento es verdadero amor por ti. Cada día tu amor me da felicidad y despiertas cosas que nunca sentí jamás. Creo que nunca entenderás lo que siento por ti, lo que siento por ti, lo que siento por ti, lo que siento.
Okay, guys, so I'm home now in my community, and I'm gonna go in the house, put the groceries away, and another great day. I love my job. Most of the time, I love my job. I understand that sometimes we can be very, very, very busy. It's going to be very interesting to see how I handle my small little business that I'll be starting up in a week or so, and also handling 2 official incomes. I'll be talking to you guys very, very soon.
Cada día tu amor me da felicidad y despiertas cosas que nunca sentí jamás. Creo que nunca entenderás lo que siento por ti, lo que siento por ti, lo que siento por ti, lo que siento por ti. Lo que siento por ti, lo que siento por cada día tu amor me da. Lo que siento por ti, despierta cosas que nunca sentí. Lo que siento por ti, creo que nunca entenderás lo que siento por ti. Que libera mi corazón. Llegaste a mí con amor libre y sincero. Lo que yo siento es verdadero amor por ti. Cada día tu amor me da